Hello everyone and welcome back. This is episode 18 I believe now of my Age of Engineering Let's Play series. Now today we have a few things I want to do. You can see not much has changed around here as of yet because I've been preparing for this episode and I want to do this to get this up and running, get what we're going to do today up and running before I do anything else around here. So I can see nothing's changed. The building, it looks exactly the same as it was. That is still up for now. Yeah, still for now. And then there's no windows in there yet. But yeah, so for today, our aim for today is to actually process all of the ores we're getting on the stairs. The ore chest is full, or the ore crate, sorry, is absolutely rampant full. But it's just sitting there, not doing anything at all. And if I want any more iron or copper, and I'm really low on both, I need to go and grab them and put them in the alloy smelter and grind them up and blah 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 blah. But don't want to do that. We want to automate it. So that's what we're going to do today. Now I have everything down below in my inventory in here, lovely old stuff. Everything we're going to need, I think it's everything we're going to need. If not, I will cut away, but I think it's everything we should need for now. And then we can crack on with it, get our ore processing going, and then that will lead on to the next episode, which is going to be doing with our storage and a bit of RF auto crafting as well. Now I love RF tools. I mean, I love it so much, but the RF tools auto crafting is a royal pain in the ass. So I'm gonna do a lot of basic things in there, but I'm not gonna go too in depth in it purely because I want to get into AE2 as soon as possible. We're only about an AE2 away from that, so I'm gonna focus on getting to that before anything else. But that's for today. That's for another day. Today we're doing our ore processing. So let's go have a gander what we need to do. So let's go in here and let's go down to our basement if we can get through the door. Down here. And like I say, if we look in here, we can see that all these chests are absolutely round full of ores and look at all this copper and iron and everything. We just need it. We need it in our lives so bad. So I'm going to get it in our lives. So what I've actually done is I've made another room over here, which isn't too fancy at all. It's nice. It's like a rectangle room, and I'm thinking of having a couple of crushers in here. For now, we're going to set up one. So I'm going to have a crusher and a couple of alloy smelters. Now, I've opted to have both a crusher and an alloy smelter purely because they both offer different advantages. So, with certain ores, you get better outputs from both. So, for example, if we look at coal, it's only a slight difference. Oh, let's look at lapis, for example. So with lapis ore, if I can find the ore, there. With the lapis ore, uses for that. Uses. Oh, okay, you're left. So if we look here on the sag mill, you can see with the lapis ore we get 8 lapis guaranteed, plus a 20% chance of getting a 9th lapis. Whereas with the actual crusher, we get a guaranteed 9 lapis. Now, I want the extra lapis. Why not? So there's a lot of different ores about this, and I've got some filters here set up already regarding that. So what we're going to do is we're going to auto filter everything that comes into there. I'm either going to put it into the crusher, into the sag mill, and then they're going to combine and put into some alloy smelters, and then they're going to put it into what will be our RF tools system upstairs. So I have a couple of chests. In the chest that we're going to use to connect this to over here, and then connect down here to upstairs. Now we can't use the wireless part of our tools because down here, because the maximum range of our tools is 33 by 33 blocks, which is 16 by 16 for where we put the machine frame down. And obviously we're down here on Y level 6, and the top up there is like Y60, so that's more than 16. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an ender chest feed from here up to our storage room, and then that's going to do that. So let's crack on with what we want. So like I say, again, today I wanted to make a crusher, so we'll make the crusher first. And a crusher, again, if you go into the Immersive Engineering manual, and then go to heavy machinery, and then you can see here you've got all the different machinery stuff that we've got. Then you've got the metal press there, which I made earlier on, and then you've got the crusher here. It tells you here exactly what the crusher does. Just saying about your power rest on the front, it turns it on and off, and yeah, it's great, this machine. And then if you hover over here, it's got a required materials. Now it actually checks your inventory, so as you can see, all of them have got a green tick next to them. Now that is because I have all of these items in my inventory. If I didn't, for example, if I get rid of these light machine casings, and then go check on here again, you can see now that the light machine casing one is actually doesn't have the green tick anymore. That's because it's not in our inventory. So pick it up and it'll be there again, which is great. So we're going to follow this to the letter, and using this guide here, you can stop it and go down a few upper layers. Are you gonna do it? There we go. So we're going to look at this. If you use the arrows and the stop and play button, you can go through each layer of the frame to see exactly what we need to do. So we're going to do this layer first, because that's the ground layer. So what you got to do is get the scaffolding. We'll get this first. I'm going to put it here, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then we get the light scaffold this thing, and like that. Now I believe that is what that is. Correct. Come on. Yeah, so that's exactly what we've just done. So on the level 2, we have 3 light machine frames, steel fences around there, a light machine frame in the middle, and a light machine frame there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. And then the redstone one went there. And then the iron fences went there. Sorry, the steel fences there, and there. And then on top of this, we had the hoppers, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just check just to make sure. Yeah, just the 9 hoppers on top of that. So, nope. Hopper. I think there must be like a mob spawn around me somewhere, because that's very loud. Okay, so now once you've got the machine, what you need to do is get the engineer's hammer, and then as soon as you click it, I think it's on this middle block here, or it's that one there, I think. No. Yes, it was that middle block there. Click that middle block, and it forms into this beautiful structure. So what we need to do now is we need to connect it up with power. So I'm going to quickly do that now, and hopefully it's going to allow us to do it and not say it can't see it, because I think it's going to complain that it can't see it. Let's have a see. Let's put you. No. Thank you. Put you on there, and then we want some of this cabling. Don't complain. Of course you did. Okay. Let's quickly move this then, and then put this bad boy. For now, let's put it here because we can definitely see it. Let's click that with that, just so it expands that out. Get our relay cable. No, I don't want to put you there. I want to put you on the bottom. On the bottom of that, and that flips that around like that. And then connect you to you. And then you to you. We should now keep this power up, and you can see the machine is powered up. Lovely. Now this uses, I believe, 77 hours per tick. So what we're generating over there, we should have an excess of more than 77 hours per tick. So this should be powered nicely. Now once we have all our alloy smelters and everything good as well, I think we may need to add the extra 6 thermal generators in there that we've already made room for. But I will do that in 2 episodes. I won't do that with you because we've done these ones already, so there's no point in going through that again. Right, so now we've got this, I want to have the ore chest. Now I've got 2 different types of ore chests here, ender chests here. I've got 2 which have a black colour on them, and 2 which are the all white. Now myself, I like to have the all white as the system default. So this one is what is going to feed into my RF tool system, and then eventually my AA2 system. So this is where all the end results are going to go to that I want to go back into our storage. And then this black one is going to be the connection between over here in the ore miners to this room here where it can be all processed. So for now, I'm going to put this bad boy right there, I think. So you can see on the top, you got black, white, black. And then this other one in here will live. For now, it can just stay. I'll put them there for now. This one is exactly where it is, and come get it later on. And then this white one, what this is going to do, this is going to live. A little bit of where can it live? For now, these can live. Put them both on the wall there, ready for us to use a bit later on. Okay. So, what I want to do now is I want to have a chest. So I'm going to have this chest here, and I want to have this chest there. So what this is going to do, that's going to process all the ores in here and spit it out into this chest, which we can actually quickly show that. Now, before we go any further, so let's quickly just grab one of these like diamond ores, for example, and go back over here. And basically, all you got to do is drop anything in the top. That grinds up and spits it out like that. That's simple. Now, do be careful, because if you jump in here, it'll kill you. If you throw any tools in here, so you put your bag in here or anything you don't want, it's not meant to go in there, it will destroy it. So do bear that in mind. Do be really, really, really careful around this, because you can lose things very easily. Okay, so now you might be thinking, how am I going to get stuff into here? Because you can't actually pump things into here. It has to be dropped. So what I have here is I have the automatic precision dropper. Now I'm using this one because the vanilla one is a pain in the rear end, and when it drops it, it throws it in a random direction. With my arms, you can't see that. It throws me in a random direction, and we don't want that, because we don't want things flying around the room. So we're using this precision dropper here, which will drop it straight into the machine. So we're going to get this out, and then we also need to trigger this with a timer. So I have gone ahead and created this timer here from Data Utilities, which is very easy to make. No, I didn't press that. Okay, it's just a redstone clock. 4, which again is just redstone and 4 gold, 4 redstone torches, and then 4 any type of stone. I use regular stone, I guess, the timer. So let's quickly set these up. So let's put the drop. Let's move the machine there. Let's put it there. Make sure this is facing down, because if this isn't facing down, then it's not going to drop it in that direction. This is where things come out of. So then, with that like that, what I'm going to then do is I'm going to get the timer and see if it'll let me put it on the side of here, like that. So it doesn't look the prettiest for now, but that's not an issue. We can always make it look prettier a bit later on. Now in here, you can right click on it, and you can see you get like a timer delay here. Now for you people who don't know, what you put in here is the delay in ticks. Now there's usually, as long as your servers run healthy, 20 ticks in every second. So for every second you got to do it by 20. This one will trigger here every 5 seconds. Now I will want this to trigger about once every just under a second. Drop 1 ore every under a second. So I'm like, that's done like that. So I'm going to put 15 ticks, and this should trigger fairly quickly. So not rapid, but fairly quick. Actually, I put it with 20 for now, just 1 per second for now, just so we can see how this keeps up. I don't want to flood this too much. This does like store an infinite amount of stuff. You can throw all sorts of stuff in here. I'll just keep going and going and going and going and going. But ideally, I don't really want to do that. So we're just going to feed everything in normally into here using this timer, dropping 1 every second for now. And I might increase, like I say, I might increase it if the hourly smelts can keep up. I will increase it. Okay. So now everything's come out here. What I want to then do is filter everything. But actually, before we do that, I'm going to filter things into this, into here. So this is where things get a little bit frustrating. Okay, so let's get these. So I'm going to get all of these filters that I made earlier on. Now these filters here, as you see when I hover over them, that one's empty, so that one's great. So let's put them down here, and down here, and put you there as well. Okay, so with these filters, I've gone through and I've put in all the ores that I want. Now this one I know is the one that I want to put into the crusher, because it's got the lapis and stuff here. Same again with this black quartz and stuff. I know this is all stuff I want to go in the crusher. Now one thing you will also notice that this is totally full. Now that's never nice. So what you can do with this, you can actually stack filters. So as if you look at this one and look at this one, although it's indented a little bit, you'll notice that these are identical in the amount of ores that are in there. That's because in this second one, I literally have what it was in this one, clicked it in here. Now this filter is now included in the other filter, so it will now only pull through things that are in that filter. So that means it's double the amount of storage space we can put in terms of the filter size, which is amazing. And then we can just clear that one down and start afresh. So this one here is going to be our crusher one, so we can set up now. So we can put on the side of this chest here, and then put the crusher one, which is this one, put you in there. So now we know that that filter in there is only going to pull out from the main chest the stuff that we actually want to put into the crusher. So then we can get these cables, and we can run these cables into there like this. Now, if we put anything in this chest over here, so we'll quickly do that just to demonstrate. Okay, let's get some diamonds. So let's get 32 diamonds. Actually, no, we're going to get 32 because it'll be loud. So let's get 5 diamonds. What we're going to do is find the chest which I've placed there. Pick it up, put it for now there. We put the diamond ore here. Should see it's going down. If we go over here, should see, there we go, it's dropping it. It's dropping it in there, and then it's going to spit it out here at the bottom. That's how simple it is. Lovely. Okay, so that's the ore crusher bit done initially. That's going to grind everything up. And then, so that's the basic principle of where we're going. Then we're going to do pretty much the same what we did here. We're going to put filters on this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull out things that can be smelted and put it into some alloy smelters. Stuff that can't be smelted, we're going to put straight into our storage system. So I'm not going to do that with you because we've got that already up here, so we've done that once. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the sag mill setup I want to set up, and then I'm going to leave it for that for now. Okay, so let's put the sag mill setup on. So let's get another one of these transfer nodes, put that on there, and then let's put this up here. So the setup I actually want to do with this is relatively straightforward. I want 2 sag mills to go there and there, and that's going to pull everything out of the chest and sag mill it up exactly what we want. And then we're going to feed this there and this there. Now in here we have to make sure we put the right filter in. So this is the filter we want. And again, I know, but this filter, if you quick look at this filter, it's not entirely full, this filter yet, so I haven't needed to stack it yet. But once this gets full of any more ores when we move up to the next tiers, then we'll stack these up. So for now we can put this filter into there. That's the right one yet. That's the one into there. Now that'll only pull out things that we want from that machine. Now I will have a third transfer node on the bottom here, which is put it there for now. And this is going to pull out all the stuff from that from the ore miners, which we basically do not want to be grounded or anything. We just want to store them. So a lot of the end ores and some of the nether ores, we just don't need to do anything with it. It'll be more of a nuisance to grind it, so we're just going to keep it in bulk form, nice and easy. Okay, so then what I want to happen is I kind of want to have a... Right, so I think what we're going to have to do is have... I'm trying to think of where to put these. I'm thinking of putting them to make it clean. There, and there. So what this is going to allow us to do is I actually want to put another chest here, like that. And what these are going to do are basically, this cable here is going to run down here, and into there. So this is going to pull out, and it's going to extract, always active, extract, always active. But I'm actually going to set these to a different colour. I'm going to set this to purple, which will make sense in a second. So again, extract, always active, and then we want the insert here to be purple. So now all the stuff that goes in here gets grounded up, which can get put into this chest here. Now, I've done that because what I want to then do, the same as we've done with this machine over here, I then want to extract things that we can smelt and put them into this alloy smelters. And then things that we don't smelt, I want to put them into the storage. So this is where this is all going to join it back up again. So this over here, the stuff we want to smelt is going to come down here and put into these machines. Stuff that we don't want to smelt, it's going to come down here and it's going to go up into our storage system. Right everyone, so I've just pretty jumped away just to quickly sort this out because it was taking a bit longer than I expected. And this is the nice and messy design that I've actually gone for, but it's quite smart in what it does. So in my opinion anyway. So what I thought I would do is, now I'm setting the way of where I'm going to go with this, I'm now going to talk you through what I've done, and then finish off the last few little bits that we need to do to set everything up. So as you can see, I've moved these sag mills worn out, so you can still see the cable is there behind it going from the chest into these sag mills. And then I've moved these conduits from the bottom of here, and that's going to go into this chest here. And that's pretty much the same as what it was, and these alloy smelters are all in the same place. Now, from this chest here, I have the 2 transfer nodes on the side. This one here feeds into this chest, which is all the stuff that we grind up, but then we don't want to smelt down. So that would be stuff like coal or lapis or anything that I can't remember what goes in these ones, but anything like that which we can't smelt or don't want to smelt will go to this chest and go down here and into there. Now I have got like a staging chest, and I've got that in all of these purely because conduits are smarter than these transfer nodes, and transfer nodes are a lot slower and a lot slower because transfer nodes, they scan each block one by one. So for example, when I have one here and it's connected to this chest here, it goes, scans that block, that one, that one, that one, and so on and so on and so on back to this chest here, and it scans like 1 per second. So that takes about 10-15 seconds to move for one stack of items from there to there, or how many is in the buffer. And then it does it all again, and then all again, and all again, and that's terribly slow for my liking. And also these transfer nodes, you have this little buffer here where it loads things into. So if there's something wrong with your filter or something, it just sits there and it blocks up, and then nothing else can go through. Whereas with these transfer nodes, the reason to be smart, they only pull out if they can be put back into somewhere. So they have no inventory themselves. So like for example, when they'll only pull out from this machine here when this machine is empty. So this chest is empty. If this chest is full, these will stay full. And that should never happen. But that situation there is more for this case here. So when it comes to like if this chest is full because these have been running for too long, then that'll stop there and it won't keep going, and then nice and quick. So right, the next part. So that's where it was. Sorry. So what I have done is, as you remember, I had the chest here pushing out to this. I've then got on this chest 2 transfer nodes there and there, and these have got their own filters in again. So at the minute, this has only got the stuff in that we have so far processed, or I've so far processed, to certain what I know is coming out. So as things come out, they're going to stay in this chest and not go nowhere. I can then stop, pull the filter out, put them items in, and then put the filter back in, and it'll pull them through nicely. So it's going to involve me doing a bit of manual labour. I'm not sure what the byproducts are from this and from certain of the ores, so I can't go through and do it. So I just decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to load through the bulk of it, and then the rest of it I'm just going to do by hand, off camera, to save the boring. Right, so yeah, so with this one, again, I've got a 1 block buffer, so it pulls out and puts it into the chest here, and then it pulls out and puts it into the chest here. Now, on the down way, what that's doing is pulling out everything from the crusher which we don't want to smelt. So again, as you can see in that filter, diamonds, emeralds, glowstone, and nether quartz. We don't want to smelt that, so it goes into this chest here, and there's a conduit there, and then this conduit runs all the way down here and up into this chest there, which is perfect. And then, so that's pushing it back into our storage system. And then we have this conduit here, this transfer node here, which then pulls out stuff that we do want to smelt. So at the minute, it's only got copper ink. That's the only thing we've found so far. But again, as things pop into here, I'll put things in the filter, and we'll go and go and we'll go. So what it does, it pulls out and puts it into this chest here. And then from this chest, it goes into the conduit and then into the same line. So what I want to do here is do this with you. I've got this Yeti wrench, and the Yeti wrench is quite straightforward to make. It's just 3 of this electric steel and a basic gear. Now you don't need this at all, but it does make your life a lot easier. The basic gear is just some cobblestone and some sticks. So that's really easy. So what I'm going to do with this is, we want to set this to extract, but I want to set it to extract on the pink colour. Like this, and set to always active extract. Because if we noticed, let's look over here. If we notice here, the insert colour onto this chest is green. So we want to make sure we're not extracting on green, because what it's going to do then is pull the stuff that we want to smelt and put it into our storage system. And we don't want that, we want to smelt it first. Okay, so now this is pulling out on green. What it's going to do, it's going to go down here, around here, and then it joins up here. So as you can see, we've got these 3 connectors here, and at the minute these are all set on green extract. Green extract is always active. What I want to do is now turn these to in and out. So I want the insert to be pink like this, and then I want the out to be, which should be already set to green. So what that's going to do, everything from this chest here, come down, it's going to be put in here or here or here when I do these 2. And then when all the output's going to come out and go back into that chest. So I'm quickly just do these 2 as well. So we want to put these to in out, pink, like that, and then again in out and pink, like that. So now this is going to push in, push in, push in. So now everything that we want to smelt is going to come down here, go into the alloy smelters, do its business in the alloy smelters, come out, and then go back out into our storage system. That's how straightforward it is. And then the good thing about this conduits is where we can put them all down here, so they're all out of the way, nice and hidden. So I'm going to cover this hole back up now, because we don't need to see it right now. Yeah, like that and like that. Okay, so the next quick little thing that I've done, and hide that, is in this chest here, I added 2 new transfer nodes in here. I had one on the bottom and one on the back. So we had the ones on the side, so we had that one and that one. I had this one and this one. That is because I want to have some automation here for pulling items out of this chest, which is our miner, pulling items out, and then stuff that we don't want to do anything with. So either we don't want to smelt it, grind it, or put it through the sag mill. We just want to put it straight in the system. That's what this bottom one does. This bottom one here, stuff like draconium ore, peridot, celodite, we have no use for it at all. Right now, well, no use for it at all right now, but stuff like draconium ore, we want to make sure that when we get to the draconium age, we want to make sure we're using the highest fortune that we can possibly get on that, purely so that we can get the most amount of output from it, because draconic ore is so hard to get, with it spawning so randomly and so few numbers, so we want to keep it as long as we can, and then get the maximum amount of output from it we can when we come to needing it. So that's where we got that. That's going to pull out here, and it goes to this chest here. Now I've not actually filled it through yet. So what this will then do is, I need to break you and break you. Should go down here like this, and then like this, and then this is going to on green, always extract, because green is our channel to pull out and put into our system. So it's going to pull down here, put it there, and go straight into our system, which is exactly what we want. Perfect. So cover you back up again. I wish these chests were a little bit bigger so we could hide these. We will get some conduit facade at some point, but that's not going to be for a little while yet. Okay, so then this chest here, what I've got is I've got things that we have got from the miner, but we don't want to crush them or grind them anyway, but we do actually want to smelt them. So, for example, the one I've got in here, I've only got one item at the minute, but I'm sure there'll be many more down the line, is this sheldonite. And if you look at the sheldonite here, so click on this filter and look at the uses for the sheldonite, you can see there's no grinding recipe, but when you smelt it, you can smelt it down into a platinum ingot. Now, I don't know any of the use for the sheldonite, and I can see lots of uses for the platinum. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's just make the platinum. So I've put this filter in here, so it's going to automatically pull out everything from here and put all the stuff we want to smelt into this chest, and that's going to pull out and then put it into our alloy smelters. That's how easy it is. And then again, on this channel here, I've always set this up. It's coming out. I didn't need to do that. Go back out, and let's go back to in, out. Nope, just extract. We want to extract it again on pink, because that's going to go into our alloy smelters, and then it's always active to extract. Now, you might be wondering why in here I've not used these like item filters here. That's purely because the Ender IO item filters are limited to 6 items, I believe, and then the one that's the advanced item filter is so much more expensive. What are you doing? Wait, don't do that. Okay, don't take things out of the chest. Put you back up there. You should go into there if anything, right? Yeah, so that gets dropped into there. Nice. So you can see it works reasonably well right now. And because we now have filters in all of these transfer nodes, so there should be nothing in there, should be nothing in there, so there's 4 in here, and then if I need to turn this one to always extract, I think. Extract always on, okay. Or is this chest full? Okay, that's why, this chest is absolutely round full. So, as you can see, there's no buffer on that, you just see it sits straight there, which is very nice indeed. So this also doubles the amount of storage we get, because this just throws items out, and if this chest is full, it just throws things out anyway, and you get entities everywhere, and we don't want that. It's never good. Okay, so that is how straightforward it is. It seems to be working reasonably well. I need to go ahead and make some more of these these MV connectors, which seems to be not having any power inside them, but they do have power in there. So it's fine. I need to go make some more of these to connect all these machines up. But we can basically test it, because if we go over here now, over to this, I've got some conduits on there. We set this to insert, like this. We should see this filling up with items now, like this. And then if we go over here, we should see the magic happening. You gonna do something? Let's have a quick gander. So it's got bauxite, it's just got sapphire. Okay, so the bauxite should be going down to this chest here, which it is. Draconium's going to this chest here, which it is. The gold and emerald can go back up here because they need to go. So that emerald and stuff should feed into there. So this is going to go into there, which is pushing it into there. Oh yeah, one thing guys I didn't actually tell you about, which is a mistake of mine. With this machine here, what you need to do is when I placed it down, it was set to always on. But what I needed to do was I needed to create a redstone torch and right click on it. As you can see now, it's set to pulse mode. Earlier on, I think it was set to deactivated like that, so it's going to throw out everything it's got. We don't want that. We want to set it on to pulse mode. So that's gonna then trigger off of this thing here, just so that we don't flood this too much, because it can get flooded very easily with the amount of ores that we put into it. We might have to slow it down just a little bit, depending on how quick it's processing. But as you can see there in JEI in the bottom right hand corner, or Whaler, or whatever it is nowadays, you can see you get multiple different bars for all the ore stored in there, and there's an infinite storage there, so it'll just keep storing and storing and storing forever and a day. So let's quickly look in here to see what it's looking like in here. This now is pulling out, it's sorting, it's doing everything we want it to do. We should have items going into here, which we have, and then this is going into the smelters, which is in smelting like sheldonite already, which is putting from here. I can't open that chest anymore. Okay, it's fine. And then it's going to put it into our output chest here. Now, obviously, we need to. The last thing that we would need to do is we need to set up the storage upstairs, but that is going to be the next episode, because I want to do some RF tool storage and get some decent storage system set up. But I think for now, it's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go ahead and make some more of these connectors, connect all these up, and make sure everything's working here, and then connect all these filters up, because like I say, we've got some pyrite dust already, and I need to organise that to go into places. So guys, that is where I am going to call it a day for today. I think we've done pretty well so far. I'm quite happy with where we are with this. It's looking quite nice. It's now automating our ore processing, so we have a full automatic ore processing setup, which is always lovely. We don't have to do anything. We just turn the machines on and it does the rest. Yay! So like I said, next episode we're going to be setting up our RF tool storage system. We're going to in depth with that. All we're doing is a bit of auto crafting and then a bit of just a bit of RF tools basically. And then I'm looking forward to getting started in AE, because AE is my favorite mod of all. But that again is not available for a couple more ages yet. But we can wait. Torch. Right guys, thanks for watching. If you did like this video, please do hit that like button. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe, just so I know that you do like it, and you know, and you can see it when I upload new videos. Now I upload videos 3 times a week, so I want you to see them. I'd like it if you see them. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.